Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2025. Cards of the Heart here back with you alongside the Beefin 314 and Wizard Person is here to join us for this next matchup. But since this is in the first round, the losers bracket now, I'm gonna give a little refresher on the format for this match before we get to it. This is the last match of the entire tournament that we are having in our popcorn level pick format, where all of the versus levels become available to play throughout the match. And the players in this match will have agreed to start on one of those levels for the first race. Then the race loser will counterpick one of the other levels to play, and so on and so forth, until either all of the levels have been played or a winner has been decided. And if a winner has still not been decided by the time we get to Game 5, then Game 4's loser will have the opportunity to double down on one of the versus levels for the final game. And that will take us now to our bracket, where the last match of the first round of the losers bracket will commence shortly. It is the 10 seed Skell. It is a 12 seed Kynayo, and this match was recorded last night in anticipation of one of the players not being able to be here for the live performance. So let's go ahead now and get this match started. In losers round 1, it's going to start right now. So here we are. We are on actually V-hard to start game 1. That is what the players decided on. Beefin, you know these two fairly well. What do you think about the choice that these two made for game 1?
I don't think these two made this choice. It's obvious that Skell made this choice. Skell loves V-hard, and this is just, completely up his wheelhouse. But it's sad, because we got two members of the Gremlin Pit, and it's going to be, a team kill right here. One of the Gremlin Pit members is going to go home today.
All right, game 1 is underway, and this is a very hard level for a reason. Like, these opponents will not mess around. It's gonna be probably a race to 8 lines to start this run, and then you might need like 7 or 8 lines across the rest of the stages. But if it takes a while, okay, that's a row 2 Lakitu. Okay. Oh man, I don't know, Wizard Person, how do you feel about this level?
Honestly, it is one of the most frustrating categories to grind. It's really fun as a race category, but you Beefin and everyone in the the Gremlin Pit, I don't know how you do it so much. The strategies are so inconsistent. In a race like this, I would honestly bank towards being more conservative with the attacks. Because avoiding those clears and not having to send a follow-up can just save so much time.
Yeah. You really have to be careful with the attacks that you send at this level. We really try to be particular with the amount of combo garbage that we send too, because at some point we kind of want the garbage to be cleared. So that way at the highest level we can kind of rely on the... Okay, Skell. I see that little grounded catch to extend that into the 4-chain. That felt very necessary for that 18-second Poochie. But yeah, at some point we kind of want them to go up to the top of their stack if they find a match there, and that can definitely waste some much needed travel time for these opponents. So far, Skell has been doing a bit of a better job in getting the necessary chains down. Kynayo has not quite gotten the chains that they needed so far. Anything beefing special you're seeing from these two so far?
Seeing a lot of really cool frame perfect tricks, that's for sure. But what I'm seeing the most is just not topping off the opponent in the first try. It's it's making it so that there's more garbage clears that happen, more backups that have to happen. So it's kind of what you're seeing. It's kind of playing out right now.
Oh,
And see, like Skell tried to
break
go
the
on
line.
that one too, and didn't get there either.
That's kind of that's a 2-frame maneuver. That's 1/30th of a second in this game. That's kind of hard to rely on, especially at this speed versus level 6. Things move faster on the higher versus levels. They start to fall down earlier, so it's hard to rely on the big tricks. And, man, another row 2 opponent.
Yeah, clearing pattern from Frog there, just getting rid of all the panels before Frog started raising again and just got reloaded an entire board.
Okay, Skell does get enough there for a 16. Skell will be exiting the first half of this 12-stage run at about 3:52, which is definitely on pace for something resembling 8 minutes.
Okay.
Would definitely be one of the better times that Skell's put up. And okay, Kynayo's kind of like dropping something down to add a combo to that chain. Like the tricks are certainly, they're not for kids because they're coming out here in full force in this one.
Oh,
a nine combo dropping in from Skell.
Dropped that 9 combo like it was hot.
That was
not
hot.
a bad lunge fish.
And there, okay, another little grounded catch from Kynayo this time, getting the 13-second lunge fish. Wow, the swag is really coming all out. It's like what was the word you were given about this match beefing? A heater?
It's gonna be a heater. Yeah.
This is certainly looking that way so far.
Yeah, you both are not disappointing right now, that's for sure.
Excuse me, Raven.
Oh man, going down to row 3, you have to come into this level with expectations that Lungefish and Raven are gonna need a little bit more than the others, but row 3, we don't usually need that. That's a bit much. But Skell is entering the Cave of Wickedness first at about 5:26. Kynayo about 5:31. We're about 5 seconds separated heading into the Cave of Wickedness, where now every opponent knows how to throw down chains. And all the swag might need to keep coming out from these two in order to keep up.
I'm not sure what Skell was doing there, like how the chain lined up, and then clearly saw something else on the board and swapped out of it. But it is difficult to see everything at once in the middle of gameplay, and then you look back and say, well, why did I do this? Why did I do that?
All right, the lead for Skell is very slight. Gonna have to keep up the precision of these chains. There was a purple 4 chain to be had there. I don't know if that was an intentional cutoff or not, but it definitely looks like Skell needed that. And Kynayo, maybe a little bit better stage to play with. Oh, that was better. That was close. But that's a 17.
On Skell's side, wow.
Oh,
this Piranha might run out of blocks here.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And hey, 10 combo,
okay.
contestant 1. That's a swaggy way to crush things out. Kynayo did a little drop down for a combo and then tried to drop it again to extend the chain. Did not quite get it to work. But yeah, these two really trying to put on a show with the tricks that they're putting down. And look at this high Kamek. Just a couple more lines would have been enough for Skell, but it is Kynayo that is first into the final stage. So, for Skell's sake, it's going to have to take a crazy Bowser to decide this race. And, you know, both of these two are, like, entering Bowser around 8 minutes. This is quite the pace that these two are putting up so far.
Yeah, extremely solid.
Okay, Kynayo trying to find that 8 combo to get the chain going. That was almost unraveling, but Bowser does get the clear.
Don't do others. Bowser, stop.
Kynayo needs Bowser to stop.
Ooh.
Oh, but still not enough.
Not enough.
Will Skell find enough? Spamming some combos on the back end of this. Still not
Kynayo's short.
Oh, this is the problem. Bowser's so fast, you just never know how much you're going to need. But Skell does not need any more than that. And it is Skell that will be taking game 1 with a V-hard time of 8 minutes 49 seconds. Not too shabby, if I must say so myself. That's enough for star number 1.
Yeah, this run gave both of our competitors a chance to win, tied up all the way towards Bowser, and honestly, it was maybe came down to a lack of execution by either of these runners. But honestly, if you can get into Bowser with a shot to win, like that's sometimes all you can ask of V-hard.
Yeah, Kynayo's had some very unfortunate Bowser stages on their V-hard runs, and there's another example of it. Kynayo finishing officially with a 9:54 on that race. It's very good time by itself, but Skell really balled out with all the swag, and it really worked out for them for this game 1 beefing.
Yeah, and a sub 9 time and a no reset V hard, that's super strong. Even a sub 10, you know, super strong with, you know, like that minute plus Bowser that Kynayo had. But I gotta say, Wizzy P, that was those were some frame perfect tricks we saw. That was nuts.
Yeah, those aren't really tricks you want to go for, but you know, maybe if you don't have the cursor speed, and you see that's the only way to extend your chain, you might just you'll go for it. You have nothing to lose, and sometimes if the game's lagging, it's a lot easier to pull those off. But yeah, the swag was out in full display. I'd expect nothing less from the Gremlin Pit.
And we are motoring through this match really quickly. Kynayo has already made the decision for game 2. We are going easy, so maximum speed whiplash for this game 2.
Exactly what I would expect. You know, this is a Kynayo strat where you play the hardest one and then you play the lowest one, and you kind of like go back and forth. It's, you know, that's Kynayo's game plan.
That is going to be how what Kynayo needs to try and come back in this game 2, and that is not how you want to start off easy mode. I don't think either player is particularly keen on starting off easy mode this way. But you know, 18 seconds is not all that bad. You can't shake a stick at that. That was about to be incredibly worse. But Skell selling for a 25 there. Gonna need to try and pick things up just a little bit, because I think both of our players are really hoping for some time in the 630 range, and Kynayo really going big to make sure that their attack was enough for Bumpty, but both players are dealing
Oh
with
no.
a garbage clear. Another chain off the garbage. You really do hate to see
Hello? Ah, poor
That-
Skell.
that. Oh, man. This is starting off not particularly well for either of them. But again, this match was recorded late last night, and these two were in a Discord call together in the pit, just shooting the breeze about this. So all they could do at this point is laugh it off.
Honestly, probably the best strategy to help keep those tournament nerves down.
All right, has Kynayo set enough after his down stack? Yes, sir. That's an 18. And Skell will get it done there with a 17. So the lead for Kynayo is about 3 seconds. It's a very early edge after 3 stages of this 10-stage run. Oh, there was a way to get the green to extend Kynayo's chain there, and just did not seem to get the right thing going. Skell will settle for a 6 chain, but the combos are not quite there.
There's a clear right in the pillar. It's gonna get to it.
Oh no.
That's not ideal. These clears are so punishing on easy mode.
It's versus level 2. It's so slow. The opponents move so slow. Like our very own Tolker has taken the time to actually math out how long it takes for these opponents to start moving. It is a glacial pace. So if you want to succeed in this level, you kind of just need to get all the attacks that you can, build it all up, and get it down in one single assault. Skell's doing that in 20 seconds. Kynayo needing 24 seconds on this Froggy. And just like that, we have flipped the script. Skell is the one now with the slight lead, as we are now halfway through this easy run.
Skell going for the frame perfect swap, not quite getting it, but it's gonna have an 8 follow-up. But Blarg having the clear already lined up, waiting for that package to be delivered.
Okay, 5 chain from Kynayo, and it's not quite enough, but that will end up fine. That was about to lead to the horizontal 6 to bodied combo that we see in Pokemon Puzzle League, because Kynayo's garbage dropped a little bit early. Still not entirely sure what makes the combo garbage drop early before the chain finishes. There are other internal shenanigans going on there that I don't fully understand. We'll get to the bottom of that one day. Let's see if this attack is enough for Skell. That is a 20. That will be fine. Kynayo getting the crackback on this Lunfish. That's going to be a 20 of their own. The lead is still relatively the same. We're looking at about 6 seconds separating them. Oh, there's some lag chaining from Skell. It's going to end up being left at a 5 chain. Oh, that needed one more line.
And I saw that he was about to send 2 6s in succession. If he had just sent that first 6, it would have been enough, and it would have gotten the kill much sooner than 18 seconds.
So Kynayo will make up a couple seconds on that stage, and that puts the margin at about 4 seconds. Heading into the Cave of Wickedness, we are down to the final 2 stages of this run, and this race could still shake either way. Oh, Skell double swaps out of a potential chain starter.
That is so
Gets
brutal.
that 3 chain, though. And that will be enough to extends to the 5, leaving it at a 5. That should be enough for Hookbill. That'll be enough for a 20. And the timer scam from the extra matches for Kynayo, wasting all that precious time for a 20 of their own. It's about, we're about 4 seconds separated heading into the final stage. Can Skell bring this to a 2-0 lead, or will Kynayo find a way to even this set up right here?
Well, that looks strong from Skell. Ooh, there's nowhere else to go, though.
Came down quick, but the follow-ups were not there. Gonna make a 4-chain follow-up, is waiting for Garbage to finish. Kynayo gets the attack down, and that's it!
Wow.
Woo!
That will that turned very quickly. That turned very quickly at the end. Skell did not quite get the attack he wanted at the end, and needed a secondary attack. Could not get it down in time. Excuse me. And Kynayo clocks in an official time of 6 minutes 28 seconds. Skell getting 6:30 flat in that one. That will let Kynayo even this match at 1 game apiece.
Good stuff. Good stuff, especially from Kynayo. I mean, easy is I would say, is their best category, and you gotta feel good when you take a win off of that. And, I feel Skell's best category is V-Hard, so, this is kind of shaping out to what I thought it would be for these 2 difficulties for games 1 and 2. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think Skell is having some difficulty adjusting to their own strategy, their own throttle down strategy. V-Hard to easy. Looks like they're having some difficulty with the drastically reduced speed. And if you're used to playing really fast on V-Hard, you want to go as rapidly as you can. It can be, sometimes you'll just miss swaps on easy mode. It won't let you play that fast, and that's something you have to adjust to.
It's time for another Whiplash. Skell is taking the match back to versus level 6. We are on hard mode for game 3. And this will be a race to 6 lines as fast as they can get them. Oh, there's a 5-chain from Kynayo. A very combo-light attack, but gets the necessary combos at the end for a 13.
Nice.
Skell finally gets the 6 lines down for a 16. Both players will certainly be fine with around 15 seconds a stage. That'll be no problem. Kynayo finding an 8 combo to start that off. There might have been some double tapping could have done to get the purples over for the chain extension, but precise controller shenanigans might be a bit hard to do on the SNES Classic setup that Kynayo was playing on. But Skell really taking advantage, getting a short attack on Bumpty, getting a 12. So it is Skell on the lead very briefly after 2 stages.
Yeah, look at all this this bobbing and weaving that Skell's doing. A lot more comfortable on this higher speed, and it looks like Kynayo is just the opposite.
Yeah, it definitely plays to Skell's strengths, because Skell likes to practice on panel attack with a speed level 10, so he's used to these much faster cursor speeds and much faster game speeds. There's way too many incidental clears, though.
Yeah, not sure what... I think Skell's a little unsure what they wanted to do with that one. I think we've all had the issue of, seeing a cool combo to start and not really knowing where to go from there.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, it's not about it's really not about the first move when starting these stages in a speedrunning context. It's the next move that you want to make after that you really need to think about before you start triggering anything. But that little indecision has allowed Kynayo to even this race up. But Skell's not going to be particularly deterred. These short attacks, like doing a couple of attacks with as many combos as you can get, it does seem a bit viable at times. Like whatever DPS you can get in to get those 6 lines in within a 15-second window, that's probably going to be enough for these early stages. That 4 chain, will that prove to be enough? And there we go.
Ooh.
There's a 13. And that will allow Skell to complete the first half of this run in under 3.5 minutes.
Is this follow-up enough for Kynayo? There's a lot coming back. Gonna get to those greens.
Now, those garbage clears will prove punishing. They prove punishing at any level. It's not as fierce on versus level 6, though. But those will add up if they continue to happen. Skell following up with another 3 chain. Needed one more combo on that to make that work, so Lungefish will be transforming some garbage for a little bit, and Kynayo, again, having trouble getting a chain started here. Doesn't help that Lungefish went down to row 2.
Raise your stack. Please.
I guess they heard you. Because immediately they raised their stack.
Well, we do live in the same city, so.
Oh, that's fair.
They heard me. my cries of the.
Whoa! Wait, 11 combo from Skell.
Hey!
That is very flashy.
Classic
that
puzzle game experience.
is the ultimate meaning of swag. Just do the flashy thing that's not necessarily effective. Oh, that's a bummer. Still a 15-second stage though. Skell will still enter the cave first at under 5 minutes, so still looking fine for a low 7-minute time. Meanwhile, Kynayo needing yet another follow-up. Gonna get at 23, gonna get into the cave about 20-ish seconds after Skell does. So there's a little bit of room to come back, especially if these cave opponents are going to require Skell to send a lot more garbage than he's sending now. And like if those 25-second stages beefing will add up very quickly.
Yeah, especially in the cave where there's not that much time that, if your opponent gets a really, really good time, there's just like this 14 right here from Kynayo, that's going to make up a lot of time. And there's not that much ground that, can be covered up. So you want to make sure that your sends are really, really good on hard mode.
Oh, Skell had so many color conflicts to dodge to try and make that 5 combo on the chain extension. Might have been better to just set that up before starting the combo. But it's getting, the attacks are still coming down afterwards. The recovery has been decent from Skell so far. Kynayo has been having a lot more trouble recovering from some dropped attacks.
Just had time for that.
Kynayo is falling behind and time is running short. We're down to the last 2 stages of the run. Skell going out of his way to make a 6 combo on the 4 chain link. And that's enough for a 12.
Nice.
5
Very
lines
good.
required. The aggressive move pays off. Skell is first into the final stage. Will this Bowser be gentle? And this ends up being a very important game for our players, because the winner of this game will will control their destiny throughout the rest of the
That lag
match.
chain.
That's looking fairly fine for Skell.
Oh no, clearing pattern from
Down
Bowser.
Down
Oh,
stack, down stack.
Oh no!
Yeah, but barely have time for
Bowser gets to the clear in time. Here comes Kynayo.
But is there anything on second tier? There's nothing down below.
oh,
But
he's not
there's
capped
one
off.
more.
Not in time. Oh, not quite in time though. For
Not.
Skell's Bowser. And
This is brutal screen shake.
with that, Skell will finish Game 3 with a hard time of 7 minutes, 37 seconds. Kynayo is right behind, though, with an 8:02. Not a bad showing for being at a bit of a disadvantage there. Skell, though, will be taking home Game 3. And now it is Kynayo up against it. We are moving to normal mode for Game 4. Kynayo will have to win these last 2 races to stay alive in the tournament. And I think you alluded to this earlier, Beef, and I think Kynayo is a little bit more comfortable at the lower levels maybe than Skell. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, I would say so. I think this is playing well into Kynayo's strategy. Having said that, I mean, should Kynayo, take Game 4, I mean, I think, obviously Skell is going to go to V harder for Game 5. I have no idea what happened. I'm just knowing this from my 2 people that I hang out with, but I think that's what's going to happen. If Kynayo wins Game 4, we're going to go to a V hard for Game 5.
Well, you heard it here first. If Kynayo wins, it's V hard Game 5. Just book it. Put some money on that.
Yeah,
Lock of the week.
I think the way Kynayo's played so far, they're definitely going to be more in their comfort zone on normal, so they are well positioned to push this to a Game 5. But in terms of having the cursor speed for V hard, I think, yeah, Skell would have the edge if it did get to that point, but we shall see.
We shall see indeed. Like, here we are with Game 4 underway. Skell! What is that lag chain? That is some
Beautiful.
beauty for a 12!
That was supposed to be a 10-second normal stage. That was brilliant.
Oh my. That's crazy. Oh, man. And just to get an idea of how close this race might end up being, going into this major tournaments throughout the regular season, I guess we'll call it Skell averaged a normal time of 7:16, whereas Kynayo averaged a 7:26. So we could be in for some fireworks yet. Skell settling for 21 on that bumpty, sacrificing a few seconds to Kynayo, but off of that start, that glorious start on
Holy cow.
Lakitu, still this level is still going very well for them, but that garbage clear will certainly put a damper on his plans, and also on Kynayo's plans too. Kynayo even got to get a chain off the garbage. Okay, that is so not helping. This is versus level 4, so these opponents are not going to have a lot of time to respond. But I guess if you're a little bit slow in sending your garbage, you might need more than 6 lines on occasion. So yeah, I can see going out to the 5 chain here.
Oh, just had time to down stack.
Gonna
No,
lead to a
no,
punish.
and a chain.
Just had time to get to that clear there.
And just like that, Kynayo gets the slightly better end of it and will end up taking the lead by about 3 seconds as we rapidly approach the halfway point of this 11-stage normal mode run. Okay. Kynayo building from the side, trying to move the chain into the middle. Usually a good idea to work your stack from the middle, trying to get the maximum options for building the chain from there. That is working out just fine. Skell getting a very similarly timed attack for a 15-second stage of their own, so still not a lot of separation so far. There's a 4-chain, several combos from Kynayo. Cannot dodge that garbage clear, though.
It's gonna be a chain on Skell's side, though.
No.
A little mini clearing pattern right here. Oh, not topped off. Bang.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You fall one line short. It seems to spiral.
There's another chain.
34 is really not going to help matters there. Kynayo gets the 5 combo extension in time. Finds the 6 combo in the 5 chain to end that. This should keep Lungefish busy. And that will be enough for 20.
Okay. A little bit of scammer there.
Man, do these opponents love to make random matches and scam. That's just something you're going to have to deal with. Skell will make up 4 seconds on that Lungefish. But, you know, it's Lungefish and it's Raphael the Raven. You might need a little bit more. And these players are seeing that you might need a little bit more. That's not going to do much. Kynayo will get the 3 chain there. Probably needs that to deal with the down stacking. Oh, get another garbage clear. Those really will add up quickly. Skell still has not gotten enough down yet. And that's going to be another chain from Raven.
Wow.
Man, these foes don't know how to make chains. Kamek at the very end will learn how to make chains, but these foes don't do it. So any chain they do get on you is just luck. So frustrating. But here we are into the cave. Kynayo finds a 4-chain 7 combo. Gonna take it out to a 5-chain. May need a little bit more for this hook bill. And 1 line short, 2 lines short. Oh, okay.
No.
Well, that was gonna be a hard garbage clear to avoid.
Oh, he's gonna be a chain on the back end.
Oh no.
Yeah, not gonna give them time to get up the second tier there. They're creeping up there.
No, not quite, but that was all Skell needed to take the lead with 2 stages to go. Skell has a chance to close the door on this match right now and eliminate Kynayo from the tournament. There's a nice,
excellent,
5 combo, 8 combo into the 4-chain. Love to see that, but the chains were not quite there. Combos are great, the chains were not. So Skell will deal with a garbage clear.
Is this going to be enough on
Kynayo's
side?
Mm.
3 more lines coming down. Not make up any time at all, so it's going to come down to Kamek. And honestly, this normal mode cave, I think a lot of people underestimate it. It can downstack really quickly. I like to try to extend my chain out like 2 or 3 times more, so that it could come down here.
Oh, Skell tried a funny little swap to add a lag chain, double swaps it. So this chain is not going to work for Kamek. Gonna need a fair bit more.
Gonna be, yeah.
Oh, and Kamek has
Kynayo,
time to get to that.
Kynayo not having much more luck getting started.
Oh no!
Kamek is topped off for Kynayo, and that is all. That was
Oh,
all it
no.
took.
Stolen again.
Wow. Once again, we have another close call on the final stage. The fortunes were completely flipped. Kynayo finishes with a 724. Skell 726. We are going to a game 5.
It is so important to do those conservative attacks if you are ahead by 5-10 seconds on the final stage. That's why I do the screen watching. Yesterday I was ahead of you cards like by 10 seconds going into bout. Do not give them time to downstack, or make sure you have them topped off. And I think that's cost Skell a couple times here in this game, or in this match.
With
That was basically the difference between the easy and normal times. The 2 seconds, and that was, sending the correct attack there and just didn't get there.
And with that, the choice for Game 5 is Skell's, and shocker, it is V-Hard.
Yeah!
Of course that's what Skell would pick.
Hell
Maximum
yeah.
chaos.
Let's go.
The gremlins are out in force.
Damn right.
Yeah, always gotta watch your back.
Yup.
You gotta be careful nowadays. Like, some people are sending V-Hards in the mail, and that's very dangerous. That's you gotta check your kids' Halloween candy. There could be a V-Hard in there.
Oh man, that could. Honestly, the runs might take 10 minutes, but it's gonna be more than 10 minutes worth of pain from VR when you're done. I mean, look at this background. It's nice and blood red. Like, is it any wonder that we're going to go to this level to decide it all? One of these players is about to be eliminated from the tournament by the blood red hard. Who is it going to be? We are about to find out. And see, Kynayo is starting off with a 5-chain. Skell could only manage a 3-chain.
Not
Out of
many
that's gonna need a
combos
little bit
here.
more. Oh, Kynayo runs into a garbage clear.
There for chain extension. Very nice.
Chains on both sides, and neither one of them are going to be very happy. But AI was being kind of a douche, so how much can you blame him?
Alright, that 21 for Skell, 23 for Kynayo will give them a little bit of their initial separation. But this is a long run. If Kynayo continues to bring it like they did for game 1.
Oh no!
I don't know. We might be in for a bit of a longer one. Maybe. Not sure. Just getting that feeling from watching these two execute. That's a 26 for Skell, 27 for Kynayo. Those 20-something second stages keep adding up. They will add up to a time that's a fair bit longer than what these two had in game 1. Skell really not sure how to start that chain. Kynayo flaming out after the three chain link.
Yeah. Skell not really looking ahead on their setups, doing combos with blocks above that aren't really down below that they can chain off of. So maybe, doing a little bit of rushing, not really looking at the board. It's easy to let those nerves set in on a V-Hard, especially when it's for all the marbles.
Very fortunate for Skell to not get a further garbage clear. But at 35 to Kynayo's 32, that is Kynayo now taking the ever so slight lead after the first quarter of stages. Oh, lots of color conflicts for Kynayo to get that chain started, could not get to it in time. Finds a 9 combo instead, but the chains need to come out in bigger force.
That 9 combo there into an 8 combo, that's definitely going to be enough to top off Waggler. You know, once Waggler stops doing stuff.
That is a bit ridiculous.
You know, I found that Wiggler, you know, likes to engage in faster clearing patterns. It's like, it's funny. Like it appears that Wiggler starts clearing all the things like much sooner than the first 6 characters in the game.
I will say there's really has not been enough research into how the CPUs operate. Really, it's okay. All right, never mind. Hold up. Skell gets a nice quick attack onto Froggy. That 5 lines required. 14 seconds will catapult Skell back into the lead. But yeah, we really do need more research into how the CPUs work, because I don't know, I've been kind of relying on someone to come along and look at the internals on how everything works, because I can't get myself educated on those for the life of me. But yeah, I don't know, maybe just sitting down and watching these opponents move might be the thing we need to do.
This could be a crush here. We're gonna have time to get to the clear and a lag chain off it. Okay.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Jeez, this is Kynayo's chance to make up some time, but not. These are some heavy color conflicts they're dealing with.
He does get the inserts for the 5 combo on the 4 chain. Does not have enough of a chain to keep Blarg busy, though. There's another chain link off the garbage, giving time to get to tier 2. Fortunately, a 32 is all she wrote on that one.
Lunchfish.
That's a row 3 lunchfish Skell has to deal with.
I think you always need to assume it's going to be a row 3 lunchfish. I almost never get lucky with lunchfish being up high.
So there's a 34 for Skell. Kynayo having to restart their attack again. Just going to go out to 5 chain and make sure of it with this one.
Oh, there's no combo.
There was a chance for one more chain link and Kynayo needed it. Oh no. That transformation time is such a killer. We're trying to avoid as much of that as we can. It's the biggest time waste we have. And there's Raphael going to row 4 as he usually does. So little bit of a slip up from Skell there, but Skell will be first into the cave at around the 6-minute mark. Oh, Kynayo grabbed the wrong panel. Couldn't get the chain extension there, but will find a 6 chain on the follow-up.
Watch your head.
Watch your head.
Oh, Kynayo having to play with fire to keep up with Skell. Does match the 21 on the Raven.
Oh, but no, not top off
no.
though. That could have been good with some more garbage, but not sure there's no blocks here.
Okay, so these opponents here do know how to chain a fair bit. They're not fast enough to get to all of them, but they can certainly waste a lot of time, and Skell's time is certainly getting wasted here. Kynayo hasn't sent enough to hook Bill either.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm gonna start crying.
Wow!
Oh my God.
That took 47 seconds to get that crush. That has got to feel so terrible.
Nobody liked that game. This gonna be something? Alright, Kynayo's staying in it. Couldn't quite even things out, but picked up a...
9 combos up there.
This cave is fierce. These opponents don't let up very often. Okay, I saw the
okay, this
setup
is-
for the 8 combo well ahead of time.
Okay,
And
that's beautiful.
that's going to lead to a garbage clear, but Skell should be fine after this. Yes,
Nice.
that's a 19. Now will Kynayo counter with this plant. Plant going to a 5 chain. And down stack, death. 17
Okay.
for Kynayo. Making a couple seconds there. Down to the final 2 stages. Skell's lead is about 10 seconds. There's still enough time for tides to turn. Okay, Skell going for the 4 chains and accept the 8 combo at the end of this. But that's going to give Kamek an opportunity to start chaining. There's more down stacking. Oh no. Oh no, Skell needs another attack.
Oh. Not topped
And
off.
Kynayo sent a big one to make sure of this one. Lots of screen shake. That might be what Kynayo needs to pull this one out. Oh no, Skell
Kynayo set it up.
Kamek is starting to chain. But Kynayo has Kamek crushed.
Ooh.
Kamek could not get to that last garbage clear in time, and it is Kynayo first into the final stage. Skell has been trying to build back from garbage, so this follow-up attack has not been fast. Here we go.
Kamek just doing my boy dirty.
It's not over till Bowser sings. And Kynayo's
Bowser's chaining ability. He knows how to sing for quite a long time. That's a 7 chain. That is a bit much to have to deal with. And Skell.
Oh
no! He gets time for that too.
No.
Kamek, the ultimate time waster here. Bowser though will get another line off the transform garbage.
No.
Gets to that 6 combo in time.
Oh my god, you don't have... Is this going to be good?
Nothing else, though.
Wow.
Kynayo's Bowser runs out of time as Skell enters final Bowser.
Wow.
Kynayo finishes with a 953. Very consistent on the V-Hard in this one. Skell, unfortunately, that Kamek really did a lot to do him in. Alright, Skell's just gonna go for it. This here.
End it all, buddy.
Whatever. Whatever. Match is done.
Burger strats.
Oh man, that was quite the killer to have at the end. Like Skell played so well on the harder levels going into this race. Then I guess RNG happened.
Squish,
And
you idiot.
there we go. There we go. Skell finally gets done getting caved in. Finishing with a 1052. Wow. Beefin, does that qualify as a heater?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we had 2 races decided by 2 seconds, and then going all the way to game 5. Yeah, that's... I don't know about y'all in the chat, on YouTube, wherever you're watching this. That qualifies as a heater for me.
Indeed, and thank you to everyone that rated the channel from our friends at Panel Attack. You saw the conclusion to a very fun back and forth match, and it ends with Kynayo picking up star number 3 and the win.
Yeah,
What
I think
a
Kynayo...
seesaw battle that was.
Yeah, it was going back and forth for a long time there, but I think Kynayo together towards the end, like, really needed to clutch out some good cave stages. You know, the clutching it out's not entirely in control, but you make sure you sent enough attack. Kynayo was putting together some pretty potent chains and combos, you know, stack the deck in their favor in the cave there, and it ended up paying off.
All right, with that all said, let's make this result official. There it is. 3 games to 2. It is Kynayo moving on to the next round. Skell, thank you for playing, but unfortunately we'll have to see you again some other time. We'll get those monthly Tetris Attack tournaments started promptly at the conclusion of this one. We'll see you again then. But wow. Wow, that was definitely a worthy closeout to the first round of the losers bracket, and that's the good news. Fortunately for Kynayo, gotta deal with me next round.
Uh-oh.
That was very funny how this losers bracket is playing out here. All of the higher seeds so far, all of the better seeds so far have lost.
That's not that's gonna be a trend that I'm going to buck right now.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that, Ty, but it is on. Beefin is ready to be the lone survivor from the players, the double automatic buys in the winners bracket. The winner of Beefin and Ty will move on to play Yoshi in the V-Hard rounds. So there is definitely a lot on the line for these two players coming up. We'll give Beefin some time to get ready for that, as I think Ty is finally free from his engagements long enough to get in preparation for this next match. So we'll give our players some time to get that set up, and then we will have the conclusion to our winners quarterfinals right after this, with the number 1 seed, the Beefin 314, and the number 9 seed, Ty. Stay tuned. You are watching the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2025.